Good morning from Germany. Guten Morgen aus Deutschland. I figured I have 10 more minutes before my bus comes, and so I'll make you a quick video so that you know I still visually exist on this plane. I haven't posted in a while, and I'm planning on changing that, but I had a lot going on at work. That seems to be a permanent thing. And then also got another cold last week. And so I was struggling with that a bit. And every time I tried to talk more than usual, I would get a coughing spell. And so my doctor prescribed an inhaler, an asthma inhaler. So we'll see how that goes in healing whatever I already had in October. And for the second time now. As you can tell, I'm not accustomed to holding a phone in my face. And so this video is a little bit shaky, but probably better than not seeing me at all for a few months. And so now you know, here I am. Yeah, I'm gonna go get me a bottle of water. I forgot to bring some from home. And I got peppermint tea with me for work. And cough drops and all kinds of tissues, you know, the to-go type in the plastic wrapper, you know, plastic bags. And so I'm all equipped for another week at work. And so I'm gonna go get myself that water, and I'll see you soon. Hello again. This is me after work, and only the voice, because I've been sitting in bright lights all day. And this morning at Central Station, I was at Central Station, by the way, too. That was pretty bright, even though it didn't come off that way in the video. But I wanted to give you a little more info on what I've been doing, so that you know I'm still around. I feel really bad about not deserting my YouTube channel, but not posting much. But there's always something else going on, and I don't really have like what do you call it, like a timeline. Like, you know, I get started with something and then I say, okay, in the next video I'm gonna do this or that, like I used to. I don't do that, and I also feel that I cannot make these commitments right now because there's just too much going on at work. And then I was sick, you know, and it doesn't fit into my schedule. But I am taking notes, if that helps anyone. I'm taking notes concerning what I want to do on this channel, the other channel that's where I do Amber reactions, and then I want to do one with music reactions, and then a German one where I'm gonna be reacting to videos, because everybody seems to be doing it on YouTube and it seems to pay off. And I might just do that, because apparently it's not that popular when you talk about life and how you handle it and what lessons you learned from it, or how you dealt with stressful situations. It seems to be more popular when you do a whole lot of jump cuts and yell at the camera and flail your arms about. I don't know. I can't relate anymore, guys. I'm trying to only watch channels where people do not have one jump cut after another, where you know, they don't sound like they don't take a breath anymore. It's just too hectic, and yeah. But I'm working behind the scenes on what I'm gonna do on my channels, and I will update you on that. And what I've also done this weekend is I can't get George Michael out of my head, how he went. And then I watched an interview with what's his face, Kenny Goss. That was one of George Michael's life partners. And after George had died, he stated that George had been, you know, trying to kill himself, and finally succeeded in 2016. And it's so sad, because I really loved the vibration of his voice, and I don't know the lyrics of some songs because he was mainly talking about, what he does in his free time, if you know what I mean. But I love the music, and I really liked him. I wished he could have done like an autobiography, because you guys know I love to read those. And I also got done reading the one that Bobby Brown wrote. That was interesting to find out what he was up against, and that he was not the bad guy at all. I'm not saying Whitney Houston was the bad guy, but I'm saying he wasn't as bad as the mainstream media made him out to be. He really doesn't seem that way. And I never got that vibe from him, even when the mainstream media was pushing the agenda that he's a mean guy and he breaks the law and he keeps getting arrested. And Whitney Houston is an angel, which she was not. If you've ever watched one of her interviews, then you know that, she was carrying her weight pretty well too.
Crack is cheap. I make too much money to ever smoke crack. Let's get that straight, okay? We don't do crack. We don't do that. Crack is whack.
What I've also been doing in my free time is playing around with my video editor or a video editing program more, so that I can edit faster. That's gonna help in the future. And it feels like I'm more like in a prepping stage for filming a whole bunch in the future. And it's gonna be this year. When I say future, it sounds so far away, but this year, like if I get a certain routine with the job that I have now. We have a whole bunch of stuff coming up and all kinds of changes, because we just got the new boss, and so she's doing her best to make our lives easier. And so that's a first since 2018, since I started working there 5 years ago. And so that's nice, but it takes a lot of focus on changes, because now you got to change your routines, now you got to do things differently. And also she wants to hear from us what we would like to have changed, and so that requires a lot of concentration and talking, and so I don't have the energy or the time after work to sit down and film a whole bunch of videos. But you know that when I am in a filming mood, it's gonna be like one after another. I did it before, and I'm planning on doing it again. It was fun. It's just I can't do both at the same time. Work this job with all the changes, and at the same time be really active on my channel. I've also been playing 7 Days to Die whenever I can. And for those of you that asked last time, I mentioned it. So it's like a hoarding and prepping and cooking and baking game. Actually, it's a zombie game. It's a survival game, but I only played with the zombies turned off. And so what I do is I improve my skills to where I can craft clothing, and then I craft myself a vehicle, and then a bigger vehicle. I go from a bicycle to a mini bike, and then to a motorcycle, and then a 4x4 truck. And then I gather supplies, and I cook and bake, and do stuff like that. And that kind of calms me. And I mentioned before that I might film that, but I can't, because I really have to be quiet. That's really my downtime, where I don't have to talk or listen. And so, I might record maybe an episode. I have it on my list on what to do on this channel here. And I might do that so that you guys see what I do. And so, I've been playing that. That's a lot of fun. Other than that, there's not really much going on. I go to work, I come back home, I do my household chores, and I try to recuperate from this cold. And there's a lot of people sick at work, like sick for a week, then they come back for 3 weeks and they're gone again. There's a virus going around. There's a stomach virus and also a cold virus going around. And so I'm just taking life one day at a time. And so nothing new to report here, nothing exciting, just checking in with you and letting you guys know I'm still around. And so I hope you guys are doing all right. And you can always feel free to email me or to leave comments. You know how much I enjoy hearing from you guys. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you for listening to this and watching the beginning, and I will see you in my next one. Tschüssi. Bye.